This is the plaintiff, Karen Adams. She says she worked for the defendant handing out flyers for his comedy club, and in exchange, he was going to buy her a cell phone. The defendant has since only paid her back for a portion of the phone. She still is owed $100, and she's going to do everything in her power to persuade the judge to make him pay up. This is the defendant, Jonathan Swift. He says he and the plaintiff have known one another for many years, even dated a while back. The plaintiff and her girlfriend would come into his comedy club. Sometimes they'd pass out flyers to their friends for upcoming shows. Then, next thing he knows, she's saying she worked there? This whole business about him owing her $100 for a phone is preposterous, and he's ready to defend himself, here and now. He's accused of refusing to pay.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff worked for the defendant handing out flyers at a comedy club and got stiffed. But the defendant says she handed out flyers, but it was never a paying gig. It's the case of, now that's comedy.
All right, Karen Adams, you are suing Jonathan Swift, your former friend and boyfriend, I guess, for $100 that you say he still owes you on some work that you did for his comedy club. Talk to me. Tell me what happened here.
Well,
was he your former boyfriend?
Oh, that was years ago.
Yeah, like how many?
More than 10 years ago.
Okay, yes. It's
more than 10 years ago. I've known him for like 18 years.
Okay, so you've been friends a long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he was opening a comedy club. He said that he wanted me to help him. He wanted me to help him hand out flyers. Anytime I came to the club, make sure I brought people with me, some more customers, and he wanted me to work the door, make drinks. And I said, well, what's in it for me? What am I going to get out of it if you want me to do all this? So he said, what do you want? I said, I need a phone. So he said, okay. So he said, well, get the phone. Let me know when you're ready to get the phone. I'll go with you. We can get the phone.
And did he go with you?
No.
So you went alone?
I went alone.
A phone. Was there a cap on how much you could spend on the phone?
No.
What if you decided to buy a $700 phone?
Well,
I mean, they exist.
I know, they do, but
right,
see,
so,
that's beyond my...
All right, so you bought a $300
right,
phone,
I bought a $300 phone.
What'd you buy?
An HTC.
All right, and then did you call him and tell him, hey, it's $300?
I told him, I said, I found the phone because this was around the time that my bill would have been due, so
Did you get him to approve the amount of the phone?
Yes.
Oh, you did, okay, so, and then he says, yeah, no problem.
No problem.
Is that in text or in telephone conversation?
That was a telephone conversation.
Okay, so then you buy the phone, and he does pay you something, right?
Right. The phone cost...
By the way, what work did you do for the place?
I handed out the flyers, and I brought the customers in. I brought people into the club.
Right.
And...
Did you ever end up mixing drinks and stuff?
No, because he never did. Well, at first he didn't get the liquor license, right. so there was no reason for me to make drinks.
I was just checking on you. All right, so he makes one payment of $200 to you, right?
Correct.
When is that?
That was 2 weeks after I had gotten the phone. I got the phone April 4th, I believe it is.
All right, and then there's $100 remaining. What does he say about that $100?
He said, when he gave me the $200, I said, well, he said, well, I got $200 for you. I said, but you know the phone was $300. He said, well, I only got $200 right now. So I said, okay. So I said, you know, you still owe me another $100. He said, it's coming, it's coming. His favorite words, it's coming.
And did it ever come?
No.
Okay, what's going on?
This is a bad case of I'm just crazy.
Wait,
this is a real bad case of I don't know.
Were you quoting her when you said I'm just crazy, or were you telling me you're crazy?
Me and Carol, we've been friends for a long time. Whenever she needed help, I would help her.
As in what?
Yeah, whatever she needed like $50, $100, or whatever, I would help her out. And basically, I asked her to help me with passing out flyers, try to get people to come to my new comedy club, which is located in the Bronx. And
it's called what?
The Pulpit.
Say it again.
The Pulpit.
The Pulpit?
Pulpit.
As in?
Church pulpit.
As in church,
pulpit,
yes.
Okay. Okay.
Is
it still open?
It's still open.
Yeah, how you doing?
Well, when we get you there, we're going to be able to do good.
No, it's hard to start a new business like that.
It is very hard.
Yeah.
That's why we need you to have you there.
Okay. All right, so go ahead.
So anyway, I did ask her to help me out or whatever. As far as the cell phone, I don't even give my kid a cell phone. So I'm not going to buy her a cell phone.
Well, did you agree, though, to...
No, I didn't agree to it. I said I would help you.
What does that mean?
maybe I'll give you a couple of dollars to help you towards a new phone or whatever. But
oh, so you did agree then that you would pay her something for the stuff she was doing to try to help promote
out of
you.
a friendly thing or whatever, and I gave her $200. That's it.
All right. According to her, when you gave her the $200, you recognized that you still owed $100.
No, didn't recognize nothing. I mean,
So you feel you're square with her?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I think I did really good as being a friend,
Do you have any evidence that he's to pay you more than what it is he already paid you?
Just some text messages.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's exactly what I'm talking about when I say evidence. Let me see.
You got a text message from who?
From you.
We're not at the comedy club right now, okay?
I can't tell.
But it's really funny.
It is funny. It is beyond funny.
Did you text her?
Wouldn't you sue somebody for $100 if they really screwed you over?
It's not worth the $100. There's better things to think about.
I know, but if on principle, would you do it?
No, not sue him. Just go after it myself.
Would you sue? Oh, violence. That's good. What do you think?
I would. I mean, if they're like
50?
$50.
Yeah.
Yeah, still.
You're crazy. Going inside the courtroom.
I text her, but she texts me too. So,
Okay.
I mean, we text each other.
That's great. Show me your text. Show me anything you want to show me that you think will help
I
support
gotta
your
turn
case.
the phone back on. Look at you.
Go ahead. Turn it back on. And if you have
gonna
any
take a
evidence,
while to
I'm
warm up.
asking the two of you to look through your phones and tell me if you have any evidence that support either of your positions.
There's no evidence here. This is a cut dry case. This
We'll
should
see
be
how cut and dry. It may be cut and dry, just maybe cut and dry, not in your favor.
No.
Bring it over. Let me see what she's
I
talking
want to see too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Second.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you gonna show her the bad ones too?
She's not going to show me anything. She showed me her phone, and I'm going to pick what I look at. I may start looking at pictures,
I got
too.
some really bad. I ain't that. No.
Are you the one on the left or the one on the right? Like, who says brought back some old nasty memories?
Yeah, who said that? I didn't. Don't look at me. No, wasn't me.
You love me. You still didn't tell me what C means. Sure I do, but what did you used to tell me you love me, but you're not in love with me?
Oh, that's me.
Has that changed? See, you love me, he says. Maybe. I wouldn't be dealing with you if I didn't.
Oh, that's really bad.
Don't tease me with a maybe.
That still ain't got nothing to do with the phone.
Yeah, he is.
Is that his wife next to him?
No, that's his girlfriend and his mother.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, can't help how I feel.
Now I got, you know
you
what,
catching
really?
feelings and emotional connection finally after all these years. Once again, nothing to say. Why do you do that? Shut down when I'm trying to understand how you really feel. Are you feeling better today? What's going on? Do you need my help with anything at the pulpit? Are we still going to see each other later? All that stuff is you? Since you didn't answer my texts or my calls, apparently you had no time for me today, but a phone call would have been nice. This is still you talking. I'm home. What time will you be here? Oh, he was coming over?
Yeah.
April 12th. All right, what happened to you today? Weren't you supposed to come rescue me from the madness? You didn't return my calls or texts. It's all you texting.
Exactly.
This is crazy,
You see, this
right?
is what I'm talking about. Whenever you ask me to do something or for something, I do it. Unfortunately, I don't get the same from you. Not even something as small as a few hours of your time. I know you got my message. Why didn't you call me back? And then he finally texts you back on April 18th, C.O., starts to type something and stops and he says, are you alone? First you say you're coming to get me, then you switch it up, you say, asking me what you're going to do. Call me ASAP. And
What that got to do with a
answers, but I'm not
phone?
yelling at you.
What does that got to do with a phone?
Actually, this is the kind of thing that helps you. If she's mad at you because she thought that it was going to go
she's mad.
somewhere.
That's it. Just
And it went, well, okay,
mad
so
crazy.
Stop complaining. Let me see what it is. Are you coming or not? People that always make you an option can't and shouldn't think you're supposed to make them a priority. The sad part is you do. Believe me, it's the last time you will ever blank me over. Blank you.
Mean. That's mean.
I tell you, I need some love, you say to him. In my life, first, you get speechless, then you don't call me back. You don't have a clue, do you? I could have been on the verge of some dark shot, and you just left me out there. Thanks. And then he answers, you are stronger than you know. I know, but it always helps to talk to somebody. You don't have time for me. Not true. I'm filling out a... You don't have time for anymore, not with me. I guess your attention has been focused in a different direction, in a wider area.
Wow.
That's cool. Not true. He says, I'm filling out a liquor license. You'll send him 17 texts. He'll say, yes, doing paperwork.
Yeah.
Wow.
You are a body part. Blank you. I know what you're doing. Okay, then you say, get the rest of my money to me for my phone because it doesn't look like you'll be around for my birthday. How much do I owe you? That's what you wanted me to say.
Yes.
On May 30th, how much do I owe you? You owe me $100. But if I don't make any money last week and if I don't have a job, how do you expect me to pay you anything? Because you've owed me this money for at least a month. And I'm sure that during this time you have had it and didn't give it to me. Blah, blah, blah. Now we're not getting it because you disrespected my mother. So you clearly in your text say, how much do I owe you?
Because I didn't understand what the hell was going on.
Why now? Because if you didn't owe her anything, then I expect you to say, I don't owe you anything. What are you talking about?
We still never had an agreement.
So why do you say, how much do I owe you?
Because I didn't understand.
I just don't have it right now.
Well, basically.
And then when she bothers your mother, you say, now you're not going to get it because you bothered my mother.
Like I said, previously, I would give her $50, maybe $100 if she needed some money just to get by.
Yeah,
okay?
I know. Except for that's not how these texts read.
But
stop. That's not how these texts read. They read, how much do I owe you? Which means you recognize you owe something. You're the guy starting the conversation, not, hey, you need some money, honey. How much do you think you need to get by? It's how much do I owe you?
Well, she still got $200 out the deal. So.
Yeah, and now she's going to get another 100. Verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Wow.
Well, she sued you for $100, and she got every penny of that. What's your reaction?
Damn shame. Well, what do you expect? I mean, what the hell? Bad friendship.
Well, why didn't you say to her in that text, hey, I don't owe you any money? Why didn't you say that?
When you're dealing with mentally ill people, things like this happen.
Why would she do this to you?
Because she's crazy.
That's it?
Pretty much, stone crazy. If you're crazy, take your medication.
That's your defense? Huh?
That's my defense.
Okay.
Have a good one.
All right, so you got your money.
Yes, finally.
All right, so how are you feeling about things now?
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been waiting all this time for him to pay me this little $100. It's a shame it had to get to this point. We had to come to court to get this $100, but I got it.
Yeah, is it the money or is it the principle or did you just want to teach him a lesson or what?
A little of everything. It's the money. It was the money.
You got a little of the hots for him? Or?
No.
Why texting him all the time? You coming over?
Because
you're gonna...
he's the one that made plans to go other places, or we're going to go here, we're going to do this.
Just to do things.
Yeah. So it was on him.
All right, over to Harvey.
Okay, Kurt, I got to tell you something. Emails can save you in a case and they can sink you in a case. It's very tricky. If somebody sends you something accusing you of something, a lot of times it's good at least to respond and deny it if denying it is the right thing to do, because sometimes if you just stonewall people with silence, a judge might look at that and say, why didn't you respond if somebody made that accusation? You should really take emails seriously.